Thank you, and don't forget, you gotta grind 24/7, guys. The grind.
So, man, what are we going to dive into today? You know, we talked a lot last episode about tactical mastery. We mentioned behavioral mastery, but we did not go into details about what is behavioral mastery, right? One of the things that we talk about when we talk about behavioral mastery is purpose mastery. And guys, as much as that sounds fairly easy, knowing what your purpose is, many people struggle with this. I struggled with this for a large part of my life, and quite honestly, I had it figured out, and then I kind of lost my way, and I had to go through the exercises that we talk about on a regular basis to make sure that I was doing what the Holy Spirit wanted me to do. Purpose mastery for me is taking the time to slow down, ask the Holy Spirit, what is it that you need me to be doing? How can I be in alignment with what you want me to do? And that helps me find my purpose. You guys have heard me say, I want to coach, teach, and lead. And I try to do that as often as I possibly can. And being the CEO and president of General Informatics gives me the opportunity to do that on a regular basis. Another part of behavioral mastery is relationship mastery. You know, I talk a lot about planning. We talked about it in tactical mastery. Some people don't feel really good about, hey, you shouldn't really be planning your relationships. Your relationships should be good enough to where they hold themselves up, right? I think you can plan. I think if you set a note that said, hey, be sure to tell your wife that you love her every day, and she found out that you wrote that down, she's not going to be upset with you, right? So you can plan your relationship mastery. And one of the things that I always tell people is, hey, if you have a problem with social settings, start practicing that icebreaker or that opener and just get good at that, and you'll be more comfortable. And that's how you can find relationship mastery. The third item is resilience mastery. Resilience mastery is pretty important. And we used to talk about time management, but it's really more about energy management. I would argue that the tools that we use, whether they're collaboration tools or the tool sets that we use in order to make videos, right? All of those things have gotten so good. Time is really not the issue. It's really us. We are the gating issue anymore. We don't have the energy to get it all done in a day. So how do we affect that? Well, guys, I go into at least 3 chapters of Enhanced Life Performance that talks about how you nourish the body, test the body, and rest the body. Super important to making sure that you are executing at the highest level. Resilience mastery is really, really important, but guys, I got to tell you that action mastery, which kind of ties it all back to tactical mastery, is super important, and it's one of my favorite steps. I place a very high value on execution, and guys, if we're not doing something, if all we're doing is planning, if all we're doing is strategizing, then nobody's getting the work done. So I always say we have to place a very high value on execution, so we have to have action mastery. How do we do that? I'm going to go all the way back 2-3 episodes before. We got to practice it, guys. We got to practice those things that we want to master. So in the tactical, there are some very precise things that we can do to get good at meetings, right? To get good at execution. Behavioral mastery, yeah, we can plan relationships. Yeah, we can practice our icebreakers. We can practice all of those things. Guys, salespeople have been doing this forever, right? We do role play training on a regular basis, and it's so that we can master our craft. So I hope you're enjoying the information that we're giving you. Guys, if you want to do a deeper dive, you can start out by going to Amazon.com, putting my name in the search bar, and buying 1, maybe all 3 of the Enhanced series of books. They come in all formats. You can get them in Kindle, you can get them in Audible, or you can get them in paperback if you're kind of old school like me. You can also go to alignment.com where you'll find content, you'll find our blogs, you'll find our videos that we've published, and also for a limited time, you can sign up for our Platinum Club membership. We're only accepting 30 people for the rest of the year, and that gets you to content that's never been published, tools that we've never published, lots of information that you will find incredibly helpful as you grind 24/7. Guys, thank you so much.